Okay, I want to explain today how to create a Google Doc for my courses. That is Professor Matt McCormick. And I use these documents in my philosophy of religion, philosophy of mind, critical thinking, and a number of my classes. And I want to explain how to set one of those up, and put the right label on it, and share it with me. So once you've created a Google account, and you already have one if you've got Gmail, otherwise there's some instructions on the syllabus for how to create a Google account, or I'll have another video up shortly that will show you how to do it. But once you create a Google account, then if you just open up a web browser and go to Google, you'll have this menu up in the right hand corner once you are logged into Google, and see these 9 little dots appear in the upper right hand corner. Click on that and there's Drive. You want to go to Google Drive. And once you go to Google Drive, this is your online location for all the files, folders, and anything you might have on your Google Drive. If you've never used this before, this will be empty for you. But what you need to do once you get into Google Drive is to click on New for my class. And then you're going to create a Google Doc. Now don't create a folder for my class or a spreadsheet or anything else. Just create a single Google Doc. Click on that, and now you're into the word processor. And this thing works pretty simple. It works just like Microsoft Word or some other word processing program. So you write your assignments here when you go to make entries into this document for my class. Now for most of my classes, I've got you doing something like a video journal number 1, and it has a title is your first, and then you will probably quote the question is good practice, and then write your answers to the question here. And then next week, when you come back to write your next entry, push this one down and put the next one above it. So video journal number 2. And it probably has a particular title given the course, and you'll write your entry here. Now I'm going to discourage you against doing anything like center justifying these titles. That makes it harder for me to grade. It enters this text, or that enters this HTML code in there that's really hard for me to get around. I don't mind if you want to bold these so that I know which ones are which, but aside from that, just keep these plain and simple, and push each new one, push all the old ones down and put each new one at the top. You can adjust the font here. You can make things bold, italics, underline, change the font, use normal text, what have you, and a variety of functions up top. Now the other really important thing that you need to do here is up in the corner it now says Untitled Document, because this is a new document. Well, you're going to title this very specifically for my classes. So if you were in my critical thinking course, for example, you would put your last name down first, space, then critical thinking. That's it. Don't put any hyphens, dashes, commas, or any other punctuation. If you're in my religion class, you'll do Smith space religion, or if you're in my philosophy of mind class, you'll do Smith space mind. Then you'll hit OK, and that gives that officially the title. Now you'll notice right up here at the top that your changes have been saved throughout this session onto the web document. So you don't need to do anything manually in order to save. It happens automatically. Now, one more thing you've got to do before this is done. You have to set it up so that you can share it with me. So up in the upper right hand corner, there's a blue button that says share, and currently it's private only to you, but you need to share that, and you need to give me access to it so I can get to it online. So you're going to enter my email address here, mccormick@csus.edu, and make sure you spell it exactly right. And then you leave this option over here that says can edit, because if you change this to can comment or can view, I won't be able to put any comments on your work, won't be able to put any grades in there, won't be able to give you any feedback. So this is really important that you leave this at the can edit option. And if you like, you can leave me a note. You can say, Professor McCormick, here's my Google Doc for your mind course, or whatever you happen to be in. And then maybe give your name down there at the bottom, and just put send, and then it'll send me an email to notify me about the creation of this document. and I'll put it into a file and a folder, and I'll be able to access it for the rest of the semester. All right, so that's everything you need to do in order to set up a Google Doc for me. Let's not use any center justification. Let's keep the fonts plain or simple. You can put bold on the headings, but that's it. Make sure you title the thing correctly, exactly as I've instructed you for your class, and make sure you share this for me so I can access it on the online to give you feedback. And that's it.